Okay, so this is actually day 10 now. uh, so ideally you've just watched the other video for day 10, the one I made a couple of days ago. Right, so about going down into the underworld. It's quite a big deal, really, in a sense that could also be thought of as the whole culmination of this whole process, going into the underworld. So doing it on day 10 is a bit premature, really. So all we're doing, really, in a sense, is just looking at it. Now, I'm trying to actually go into the underworld today. But if you're just starting this process, the thing about this trip, you could go through the whole 120 days and then go through it all again, in theory, and get more out of it the second time, because you've already done some work. It's going to be like a process, so that you could do it again and again and again. You could do it 3 times a year, you know, in theory, and just have a couple of days off in between. Okay, I've mentioned quite a few different things about various aspects of the correspondences to do with, like, the tree. The more correspondences that you can get together and put in place in your consciousness, the better, because so much of the stuff we're going to be dealing with, and we have been dealing with, is very difficult to put into words, and that's why we have correspondences, because they will enable you to get in your mind and your consciousness how different qualities connect with various different levels and spheres and stuff and elements and what have you, and they all kind of fit together, and they give you a better understanding, a clearer, more dynamic understanding of things. So this is all about getting the work done and putting all the pieces together, so that you know, it's like a bits of a jigsaw that you need to put together yourself. And everybody's going to be different, because everybody's got their own unique different things that they understand and are attracted to and drawn to. Okay. So there's 4 aspects to this Earth sphere. It's divided into 4, like none of the other spheres are divided. Now today we are these 4 elements, divisions, represent the elements. So that's earth, fire, water, and air. Now the way I'm going to try and do this, I'm going to deal with the 2 negative elements first. That's earth and water. Now that will mean that today's lesson is about the earth aspect of the earth sphere, and that's the materialistic aspect, that we're all like little atoms. We're all separate physical entities, completely separate from everyone else, you know, and we're like a little atom all on our own, and there's no connection between any of the other aspects of reality. You know, you're your own person, you're completely separate from all other things, just like you was born and just like you're going to die. You know, that's the physical aspect of it, and it connects with the Hades underworld stuff, because when you're on your own and there's nobody that you can really connect with, that is hell. That's what hell is. You know, it's like there appears to be people around you, but you can't connect with them. You can't really communicate with them. You know, and it just leaves, like, every time you try, it's like having to work really hard and getting nowhere, and it just drives you insane, and it's like totally miserable, and there's no way out, and you're just waiting to die, and you can actually end up feeling suicidal because of this, because there doesn't seem to be any point to life, right? And in a sense, unless you've got things, if you've got money, you can make your life. If you know, it's all about the materialistic outlook, and not having any other aspects to things at all. No emotional aspect, no mental aspect, no spiritual aspect, just pure material aspects. And this is what the hell aspect is like. It's what it connects to. It's when you forget all those other aspects and you don't integrate them, that you become like isolated from the world, and you don't feel that you fit in. You feel like you have no real home. You know, you're lost in the world. You're a lost soul. So this is the aspect of today's lesson. It's like, you know, we're dealing with the very physical, material aspect of the physical plane. Now tomorrow's thing, we're going to be going into the water aspect, which is going to be much more positive and beneficial, and it's to do with the mind and the fact that the mind is one of the ways that we can get out of this isolation. And we can start seeing things completely differently. We're still going to be dealing with the physical plane tomorrow on this physical earth, this sphere, but we're just going to go from the physical quadrant, the earth quadrant, to the water quadrant, and look at it like that, because the water quadrant is concerned with the mental plane, which is much higher. You've got the sun there. It's like the difference between night and dark, night and day rather. But even more so, it's like underground darkness, not just nighttime dark. You've got underground darkness, like deep down in a mine. This is what today's version is, and then tomorrow it's going to be like outside in the open and the sun is out, but it's still going to be the same Earth sphere. So we need to do all this work. It's hard work, and we've got to deal with all the negative stuff first, so that we can get to the positive stuff and really appreciate it, and there's none of the negative stuff holding us back. So that's why we're doing a lot of this negative stuff and a lot of this hard work these first 10 days, so that when we move forward, we're actually going somewhere, and we actually feel that we've left a lot of the crap behind us, and we've got all the good stuff to look forward to. So that's like where we are today. This is the crossover point for the end of today. We're starting a whole new, kind of like a whole new phase of the tree, going up the tree rather than down the tree. So it's going to be, in a lot of ways, it's going to be a lot easier this next week, this next 10 days. A lot easier, a lot more beneficial for us. We'll feel a lot better because we've done a lot of the hard work now. We're over a lot of the worst of it, and we've got a lot of good stuff to look forward to for the next 10 days.